Greetings and salutations, everybody. I'm Simone Malone, your radio feel-good man. Just finished up our national interview with author Lady Lucinda Johnson. This is an author from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania that came up with this amazing book, Finding A Soulful Love. There it is. And you'll get a chance to see the poster as well that we have. We had a really juicy conversation. That means join us in creating enthusiasm on the radio about finding a soulful love. So ladies and gentlemen, and for those of you that are watching us, thank you right there. I want to welcome Lady Lucinda Johnson to Studio 236 with her amazing book, Finding a Soulful Love. Say hello to everybody.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a great day.
Lucinda, listen, this book is amazing. I'm still reading it. I thank God for your idea of putting together such a great novel for people that are finding a soulful love. But tell everybody who don't know much about you, you're from Philadelphia, but born and raised from Florida. Tell everybody a little bit about who in the world is Lucinda Johnson.
Okay. Lucinda is now residing in Upper Chichester, Pennsylvania. She is the proud mother of 2 boys, 5 grandkids, and soon to be a great-grandmother of twin girls. A little excited about that. The only downside to it is that my granddaughter lives in Maine, so won't get to see them that much, but I will be doing a lot of flying out there. I have a BS in accounting from Cheney University, and I also work for a nonprofit organization that is involved in helping people become better in their day-to-day living.
Wonderful. What inspired you over these years of your life, as I was reading about some of the characters and the upbringing, to put together a soulful book as this on finding a soulful love? Because people write books about love because of their own experiences and things that they've been through. I realized as I was going through the book and still reading it that you found your soulful love.
Yes. So in finding a soulful love, initially it was just looking for love is where it started. That family love, that friendship love. And then once I realized what that was, and then when I found that, it brought more joy in my life, what made it more easier for me to find that soulful love that I so desired, because having that friendship love and that family love taught me how to, let's say, love myself, so that I was in a better position to understand love and to know love, to be able to find that romantic, soulful, heartfelt love that I was looking for.
Do you believe that every person out there and those that are watching have a chance in their life to really meet their soulmate?
I think everyone has a chance to meet their soulmate, because I believe that there is someone out there for everyone. They just have to make sure that they find that compatibility with that person, and in finding that compatibility with that person, they have to find themselves, and they want someone. It may sound kind of crazy, but you want someone that have a lot of the joy and happiness that you have in your life. You want that person to be able to feel that as well.
Great. There are 32 chapters, ladies and gentlemen, in this book. You will not get bored. With so many great authors out there, we want you to definitely support her and get this book. What are people saying when they read this book? What are they finding in here that is helpful?
They're finding that it's helpful in terms of being able to identify certain things that the characters are going through in the book. For example, Cynthia, she had several lost loves. And when she finally found that special love, she did go through some changes in doing that. For example, she was divorced, getting back out there in the courting environment, and doing that after being in a marriage for 20 years, for example. She decided that she wanted to go to the clubs, thinking that she can find somebody at the club. So she gets dressed, she goes to the club, and she realized that, oh, okay, she's dressed like she's in the club looking for her man or her boyfriend, that she thought was hanging out on her, because, you know, that's how crazy Cynthia is.
Mm-hmm.
So when she's in there in the club and she's dressed like she's, you know, from the roaring 20s, per se. She's no one's communicating with her, so she's just standing up there against the wall in a blazer. Who goes to the club in a blazer, right? In a blazer, and then it starts to get hot in there.
Sure.
And then she takes the blazer off, and finally she's getting some attention. So now it's like, oh, okay, so she can see somebody. So somebody, you know, sees her, and then, you know, so she gets out there and she starts dancing. But then she realized that this is just too much. This is just too much. This is not where she's going to find her love, in the club. So then she comes back out of the club. So people will find that that's something that they go through as well. When they see that, they can say, oh, yeah, I've been there, done that. You know, and then you also have that relationship when you're trying to look again for the guy that tells you he's single. And then you find out after you know, almost ready to jump in and be there, you know, there's a girlfriend in the wings, you know, that decides to pop up when he wasn't expecting her to be there. Now he's trying to, like, hide you in the closet. So, you know, you're like, oh, no, that is not for me. That's not where you're going to find your soulful love at. So it gives you those kind of issues in there that Cynthia went through, to know that this is not what she wants. This is what is not to look for.
Yes.
And then we can move forward to something else, and you leave that alone. You test yourself and you see that that's not it. Yes. I don't want to be hiding in someone's closet. I don't want to be at the club and all they want to do is have me turn around and let them shake and dance and rub against my body and whatnot.
Right.
That's not finding that soulful love. Yes. I want someone who is going to spend time chatting, talking, trying to get to know who I am. And in the process, if he's asking me the right questions, then I know he's going to be right for me. Yeah. Because he's interested. Yeah. He wants to know me. Right. And that's what I think that the book does. It tells you how to get to make sure that that person wants to know you, and he's not just trying to get in your pants.
Right. And you said something interesting on the radio about the getting to know you stage.
Yes, and getting to know you is important. You want to be, in my opinion, everyone, you know, has their own way of how they want to find that someone special. But I believe that friendship plays a major part in it. I really do. That there would be times when we would sit and just talk and talk and talk and talk. That's getting to know you.
That's right.
That's getting to know you. You can't know someone if you don't talk to them.
You got to communicate.
Yes. You don't want to bring your bad relationships into your present, but you do want to acknowledge that you know they exist, so that that person also will be able to let you know if they see that too, because you can tell from their expression when you're telling them certain things. If they looking like they're interested, then you kind of know, yeah, that's what they're looking for. But if they looking at you like, okay, really, you can see that look. If it's a bored look, then again, you know that that's not going to be the person for you.
Right. It has to be the look of love.
It has to be the look of love.
So this book has been in the making for 8 years?
Yes.
And who was your inspiration behind this?
My companion was my inspiration behind this book. I used to sit and create cards. Okay. You know, back in the day, it tells a little bit about how old I am, but you know, we had the computer. You can go to Staples and you can get the little cards that you can make. And I used to just sit down and just
create your little love cards.
Create my little love cards.
I like that.
Yeah, and give those to him, and he really, you know, saw that passion that I had from just in these cars. And then I used to leave him little notes. You know, we would meet up at different places, and I would like have a little note, and I would just kind of like give it to him and tell him don't read it until he gets home.
Okay.
Yeah, because then
That's cute.
but at this time I'm just trying to entice him
I got you.
because I just wanted, you know, him to be my lover.
Got you.
But I was trying to find my soulful love without having intimate sexual relationships with that person.
Gotcha.
You know, I wanted to see his mind. I wanted to see that he had some creativity and enjoyment in life.
Gotcha.
You know, so that if we were to come together, that coming together would be more powerful.
Gotcha.
Because the initial time that we spent together was just getting to know each other.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, talking to author Lady Lucinda Johnson, Finding a Soulful Love. Listen, the holidays are here. You need to get this book and get it as a gift for someone. You know, it's a soulful holiday. It's about giving and sharing and spreading love.
Yes, it
so
is.
It's really appropriate during this time. Lucinda, can you tell people how they can purchase this book, because it is available? Look at that. It's so beautiful. It's available right now on different places and how they can get it. You can give all of your information regarding that. Go ahead. Look into that camera and speak to them.
Okay. Finding a Soulful Love can be found on Amazon. It can be found at Barnes & Noble, BAM, which is Books A Million. It can also be found on Goodreads. It can also be purchased from my website, sure-bliss.com, sure-bliss.com, where you can find and purchase that book.
Wonderful. What's coming down the road on this journey? Because it is a journey.
Yes.
I did not say that on the radio show, but it is a journey on finding a soulful love.
Yes, as with
and some people who are probably watching saying, Simone and Lucinda, I need that love in my life right now. You got to be patient in the process.
You have to be patient.
You got to work on you and make sure that you're properly prepared.
Yes, you do.
Am I right?
Definitely got to work on you to make sure you're properly prepared, as Mr. Malone has stated. If you're not properly prepared, you're not going to find what you're looking for. If you don't know what you want, you aren't going to find what you're looking for. Your heart and your soul has to be in your journey as you go through it. You have to have patience. You don't want to give up. You see any negativity that's going to come and stop in your way, you want to let it go, but you don't want to give up, because love is truly out there. Wonderful. And the most magnificent thing about it is that you want someone that makes you laugh. If he can make you laugh at the corniest of his jokes, and he can make you feel like a teenager when you are, you know, up there in age, because you're not a schoolgirl anymore. Right. If he can make you feel that way, then there's a good chance that you will find that love you're looking for.
You should be excited. You should be excited about that mate of yours.
Yes.
Bring some excitement. I want to hear your
Give
voice.
you butterflies.
Absolutely. So what's coming down the pike with this? I know you're going to be out and about in the community. You're going to be exploring other places.
I'm looking to do some pop-ups that will be in New York, some book signings that will be in Philadelphia at Barnes & Nobles. You will be able to find these events on my website, because they will be posted out there, as well as on Facebook and Instagram. Right. You'll probably be able to find them out there as well.
And Lucinda just recently did a Zoom that was successful. Tell us about that experience.
Yes, I did a Zoom book talk that was sponsored by the Upper Chichester Library in Boothwyn, PA. That was a great talk. I'll be doing a couple of book shows from that as well. And the community had an article about my book, and that was really exciting.
There she is.
I saw myself in a newspaper.
Very good.
So that was very exciting as well.
Sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Lucinda Johnson, a great author here from Philadelphia. We want you to support her business of what she's promoting here and pushing, because she knows from her own personal experience about finding a soulful love. We're all on that journey of finding love. If you have a love in your life, cherish it, adore it. Make sure you spend the quality time to nurture the relationship.
And hold on tight to it.
Absolutely. Once again, tell them how they can purchase it. Give them your email information and give your final word for today with some shout outs.
Okay. Again, Finding A Soulful Love can be found on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Goodreads, and BAM. Can also be found on my website, sure-bliss.com. My email address is beloved@yahoo.com. You can leave comments there. You can leave comments on my website as well. I feel that Finding A Soulful Love is a good read.
Yes.
I'm sure you will enjoy it. It will take you through a roller coaster of emotions, because not only are we looking for that soulful love within our hearts, we're also looking for that love of our friends and our family, because you want to make sure that everyone that touches your life brings love into your life, because that is your joy and that is your happiness.
Yeah. You're quite loved, so go ahead and give some shout outs.
I would like to give a shout out to my boys, my grandkids, and I'd like to give a shout out to my companion, as far as my soulful love goes.
You know who you are.
And you do know, he does know who he is. He does know.
Yes.
Yes, he's the one that put me on the path and showed me what a true love can really feel and be like.
Wonderful. Once again, Lady Lucinda Johnson, thank you so much for joining me here at Studio 236. Tell everybody about your experience of being on the radio and now doing this.
Oh, the experience has been thrilling, exciting,
your first
nervous.
Interview?
My first interview. So if it seems I'm a little chatty or nervous, it's just part of getting out there. I am, again, not that sociable, so this is bringing a little bit more out of me than I knew I had.
It's bringing the soulful talk out.
Yes, I've always had that soul for love, because I've always wanted love from the age of 13. Prior to that, I was with a whole different dynamics of my upbringing, and I had a peaceful love environment there, and when that dynamic changed, it changed who I was. So that search sort of began for me at the age of 13 to get to where I am today.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, never stop looking for love. Real love will meet you at your doorstep and never leave you, but the most important thing is to love yourself. Love yourself always. Give yourself, as I say, what you need to feel whole and good each day. That's spending time with God, for those of you that are believers. Spending times with the ones that you love and care about. And make sure you get some loving as well. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Finding A Soulful Love. I'm still reading the book. It's a really good read. Make sure you purchase the book and give it to someone. And we certainly wish you the very best. And thank you so much for joining me live out of Studio 236. I'm Simone Malone, along with
Lucinda Johnson.
And remember, you will find a soulful love. Let's wave at everybody. Bye-bye.